at the beginning, we shared obviously the MVP part of this conversation, but there were many other sound bites that came from Lamar's press conference, including, Sarah, something related to the Christmas night halftime show.
Well, Bobby, for the second time, not the first time, most people don't ever have this, but not one time, but the second time one Beyonce will be performing during a Ravens halftime show. I happened to be at the Super Bowl in New Orleans for the first time that it happened. They passed out those blue lights to put on your finger, and you were supposed to be flashing it while she's singing her songs. And it was a show. It was great. And the lights went out. Let's make sure the Texans have their stadium in order. We don't want any lights to go out. But Lamar Jackson was not a part of that 2012 team when she performed. He probably, do you think he was still in middle school in 2012? Let's see, he came out, maybe he was in high school. Maybe he's in high school.
He was drafted in 2018. He did 3 years at Louisville, if I'm not mistaken.
15,
so, yeah, he was not in college. I know that.
Probably a freshman in high school, somewhere around there. So when I tell you that Lamar Jackson is looking forward to this, believe you me, and he may have to do something he wouldn't normally do during games, and he's pre-apologizing to his coach and teammates for it. Here we go.
I see. To the left.
A little disappointing that she's going to be performing at a halftime show that you can't watch.
Nah, because I'm going to go out there and watch. Yeah.
Straight face.
Go out there and watch, man. My first time seeing Beyonce perform, and it's at our game. That's dope. I'm going to go out and watch. Sorry, Harbaugh. Sorry, fellas.
Depends how big your lead is if you guys have one.
Nah, man, I'm not even thinking about the lead. I was just thinking about just seeing Beyonce for the first time. Not saying it like that. No disrespect, nah. Cause I know how people can take things. Pause.
Hey, I got to tell you, I'll believe it when I see it. This happened to Evan McPherson, the Bengals kicker, a few years back, and he was accosted for doing this. So
for going out and watching?
Oh, yeah. McPherson got ripped. So I'll be very curious. I will believe this when I see it. And you already know that all the powers that be around NRG Stadium are going to have their cell phones ready to go, looking for every single tunnel, every nook and cranny where Lamar might just maybe be peeking out for a quick little look at Beyonce's concert.
I'll say this. I mean, if the Ravens are doing pretty well, okay, say like they're up by, oops, let me pause that. Say like they're up by, I don't know. What if they're up by 14? Would you allow it? Would you allow it?
Oh, I don't really care. I mean,
I'll say this. Lamar said that, but something tells me that if the Ravens are losing, Lamar will be ticked off and won't come out. Like, I think he'll be in the moment.
And what kind of message is he sending if he's doing that when they're losing? You know?
I don't think he will if they're losing.
I don't think this is going to happen at all, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. This is everywhere right now. You think
you're
Harbaugh
calling his
enjoys
bluff?
it?
You're calling his bluff.
I think he thinks he's going to do it. And now that it's a national storyline, and literally Shannon and Stephen A were talking about it at the close of First Take a minute ago. And it's been on every other outlet, including the Beyonce influencer accounts, Sarah, that are like the aggregate Beyonce accounts that have hundreds of thousands of followers are tweeting about this.
Yeah. I'll just say this though. I'll just say this. Let's just go down this hypothetical. All right. He kind of needs Lamar. It would be nice if Lamar could put up 4 or 5 touchdowns, right? Especially if he was a Jackson 5, just for the MVP race. Let's say he put up another Jackson 5 and peaked out. I don't think he'll be ripped at all. I think it'll be like Lamar put up 5 touchdowns and enjoyed Beyonce's concert. Deal with it.
Theoretically, I am very much with you.
Okay. What was I going to say? I forgot. But John Harbaugh, this video comes courtesy of Jameson Hensley, was asked about Beyonce, and he had a little reminiscing to do from the last time Beyonce performed.
All right,
I like Beyonce. I can't say I'm a huge Beyonce fan, but I think I like her.
Yeah.
She's doing country now?
Yes.
She's doing a little country now?
Yeah, a little country.
Think some of those country songs will be in there?
Probably.
Oh.
In Texas, yeah.
Check it out. You'll have to report to me on that.
She played the halftime when you won the Super Bowl. I mean, how could you not like her, right?
Did she?
Yeah.
Some blamed her for the power outage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, really? I do remember that now. Focus.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
So these questions were before, because Lamar came after him. I'm sure they would have asked him about Lamar going out when he's like, sorry, Harbaugh, sorry, fellas. One other thing, I do appreciate that Lamar made it clear where he was like, and just to be clear, like he's a fan of Beyonce, but he's like, but not like that. I know how people can take things wrong. And he straight up said pause, because it's like she's married, he's got a family. Like, he wants to make sure that you understand it's all respect, but he's a big fan. And it's just like in the, like, what are those magazines, like Us Weekly or whatever, where they take like a celebrity and they're like, they're just like us. Like, that's Lamar right there, geeking out over Beyonce.
Yeah, that pause was, I had a different interpretation of that pause, but.
Oh, what was your interpretation? Or do you not want to share?
No, it's.
Okay.
And we'll know real quick if the live chat's with me or not. I see the way you interpreted it.
Yeah, that's for sure how I interpreted it.
You and I will have a conversation once we're off the air on that one.
Now see, but now you've got my eyes plastered on chat, and it's gonna take everything within me to not interrupt if somebody explains it to me.
That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Well, why don't you just pull up the Beyonce clip once more, and we'll allow everybody to interpret it once more, and then you and I will chat in a non-G-rated area once we finish things up.
Okay, I'll bring it back up. Hold on.
Chris is with me. Chris is with me. I already knew it.
Chris? Did Chris explain it?
Oh, this is gonna be classic. Nobody's gonna explain it. If somebody explains it, ooh, good luck,
man. Oh, Curtis says he's with you.
Pull that sucker up, partner.
I can't stop reading. Okay, hold on. Let me fast forward to the end. We don't need to listen. Yeah.
A little disappointing that she's going to be performing at a halftime show that you
more
can't
than
watch.
that.
Nah, because I'm going to go out there and watch. Yeah.
Now let me go further.
Oh, man, I'm not even thinking about the lead. I was just thinking about just seeing Beyonce for the first time. Not saying it like that. No disrespect, nah. Because I know how people can take things. Pause.
Oh, what am I missing?
Beyonce for the first time. Oh, man, I'm not even thinking about the lead. I was just thinking about just seeing Beyonce for the first time. Not saying it like that. No disrespect, nah. Because I know how people can take things. Pause.
Just so everyone knows, I'm not laughing at the soundbite anymore. I'm laughing at it. I'm laughing at the fact that.
Okay. Well, now I'm reading the chat.
This was not my goal to get us to this point, but I had to. When you reference pause,
because you weren't even going to bring it up.
She has a completely different interpretation.
I
of
totally
what he meant
do.
by it.
Okay, I think I can. We'll have to talk. Oh. Is it related to Jay-Z?
No.
Okay.
For everybody's
people are
best
straight
interest,
up saying what they're talking. Okay.
For everybody's best interest, you and I will handle this conversation once we finish up the show and we're off live.
Clearly, I should stick to football. This is the lesson we're learning today: is that Sarah needs to stick to football. Football and faith. Those two things I can do. How about that? Moving along. Bobby, I've never seen you laugh this hard before, because I always try to bring in things that are humorous to me, and you're always like, that's not funny. That's not funny.
Crying.
That's not funny, but you are dead over. Look at your face. You're red. Let's blow. Look, you got tears in your eyes.
Oh, it's just, this is what we needed. This is a Christmas Eve.
Says, what would Jesus do, Sarah? WWC. Oh, man. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Anybody who thinks I don't have humor, all right, you can go pound salt. Anyway.
All right, let's move on. He was also asked. Yeah, he was also asked about playing on Christmas Day, and he had a message. And we'll try to get our tears. We'll try to get ourselves together during this next clip. He has a message for NFL schedule makers.
I believe a lot of people are going to be watching us at the right time.
When will you celebrate with family?
The 26th of December.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean,
wait.
clearly.
Wait. How come that was so close? Hold on a second. I don't think this started from the beginning.
But you plan on Christmas for the
Here we
second
go.
year, man. Does it mean anything special? We plan.
We're in shambles over here. Okay, let's just,
It's all my fault too.
we're in shambles. That played like the last. And by the way, we haven't even gotten to any super chats today.
No, I
This
gotta
has
blow my
been-
nose.
This is.
I'm like,
I always
you
keep
know, when
Kleenex.
you start to like any kind of tears start to whether it's sad or happy tears, they start to make your nose run. That's where I'm at right now. So yeah, go ahead and play that.
All right, let's play the whole clip this time, and let's get ourselves together.
But you plan on Christmas for the second straight year, man. Does it mean anything special? We plan on that day at all?
I mean, it is. You know, it is. I mean, we're good. But at the same time, I do want to celebrate at home sometimes with my family now. So don't get it. Don't all the time. I don't want to be planning on Christmas all the time. Not all the time. But no, it's great. All jokes aside, it's great. It's a present for everyone. You know, they get to see us play, and a lot of eyes on us. And I believe a lot of people are going to be watching us at the right time.
When will you celebrate with family?
The 26th of December.
That was back-to-back years, partner of Christmas Day games.
That's right. You think the schedule makers will listen to him?
He's what everybody wants to see. That's the problem.
That's the
Lamar.
thing is, he said we're good, and I was like, well, yes, but also you're like the best player in the league. You're on the cusp of a third MVP, maybe, if I can convince the Dan Orlovskis and Nachos of the world.
As long as Lamar is at peak, not even, gosh, I say peak performance, as long as he's in this league because of what he's built and because of what he's become, I would suspect that they're going to be maxed out in either primetime or standalone games every single year. They're going to be on the marquee kind of matchups, like on a Christmas Day or a Thanksgiving, things of that nature. And then maybe next year they'll get another international game because they're trying to grow the game that way.
Yeah.
And selfishly, I'll be fired up about that because you better believe I'm going to try and find my way there.
Listen, I don't mind Christmas. I like the nighttime better though. Like 4:30 in the middle of Christmas Day is a little rough.
4:30 stuff. You and I we didn't feel great about Christmas last year, but we felt okay and comfortable with the fact that we could have our entire day and not clock in until 8.
Right. Right. And it's obviously worse for them because they're traveling. They've done it twice on the road. So here's what I can just imagine schedule makers in like a boardroom meeting around like the big table. And they're like, all right, what are going to be our big splashes, our big money makers, our big TV ratings? Because NBC or CBS or Netflix or Amazon or who knows any of these streaming, they're going to be like, no, we want Lamar. And we're like, if we're to purchase this for big money, we want Lamar. And they're going to be like, Lamar said he didn't want it. And they'll be like, all right, let's let him do it at home this year, but we're still putting him on Christmas or Thanksgiving. It's going to be one of the two. That is for sure what's going to happen because that's Lamar makes them money. Lamar makes clicks. Lamar makes money. Lamar makes wins. He does it all.
And we're no different, honestly, in that side of things when it comes to him.
No. Anywho, a little bit more. Lamar was asked about how he continues to keep improving, having career numbers after he's already had 2 MVPs, and he explains it.
Improving because each year, like I said earlier with the one of those type of questions, like I'm critiquing myself. So I'm seeing what team doing to me, and I'm seeing all the type of defenses they trying to throw at me, and I'm just studying those. And after that, it's like, all right. So when I'm going into games, I'm getting I'm getting a feel for what they're doing to me, and that's just making my job a lot easier.
Does that just come with age and time and experience, or is that a different approach, like to the film?
Yeah, that's definitely just age. Because early on in my career, I wasn't critiquing myself like that. I'll probably go see what I did because I just got in the league. Like, I just did this in the league, But now it's just totally different. Totally different.
It's like reaching enlightenment, Bobby.
Yeah.
he's like, I just see what they're doing to me. And so he like knows how to counter it. And then you can settle down. You can like play like it's the Matrix. It's just you're Neo in the Matrix and you can see everything. Everything's so slow. And I love that. And I think the proof is in the pudding because we just saw it against the Steelers, who previously, as everybody was saying, was his kryptonite.
Last year was the story of empowerment and being rejuvenated with a new system. And Todd Monken coming in this year, it's just about a certain comfort level and a level of wisdom that he's continuing. He's a veteran now, as he's not in age wise. What, does he turn 28 next month, I believe?
Mm-hmm.
But there's just it's all slowing down for him clearly, and just one by one, he's attacked every single narrative aside from the Super Bowl.
That's right, and the Chiefs. And by the way, he was asked about like, hey, you guys are getting hot. You guys are getting hot. Is this a good sign?
Do you kind of buy into the notion of getting hot at the right time and playing your best football late in the season? Like,
Nah. No, I feel like that went out the window last year because we got hot last year and we went on a win streak and then we lost in the NFC Championship. So that went out the window after that. But for me,
Yeah, he's not buying that.
No.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, it's. I remember the first time in 2019 when we had the MVP and they were going to the playoffs, and he was interviewed by whatever broadcast was doing the divisional game, and he was letting himself dream. He's like, because the Super Bowl was in Florida. He's like, hey, oh, this will be great. I can go back to my home town and have a Super Bowl win in just my second year. Like he was letting himself like see it all, and like. Last year it started, but he's continuing it this year. He's like, no, I'm not falling into any of that, one game at a time.